Today we'll be taking a look at the LeMat revolver as it's portrayed in the game Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's see if the game version of the gun is realistic. I'm Dustin and you're watching Guns of the West. After completing the mission called the Gilded Cage, you can come here to the town of Saint Denis to the gunsmith and buy the gun. So let's take a ride over there. Okay, we're here in the gun shop. Let's take a look. Oh, wrong button. Forgive me, I'm not much of a gamer here. There we go. Browse the catalog. Revolvers, and there we go, $139.50. Let's purchase that, and there it is. Let's see, we can customize it. First, just a few thoughts as you're looking at that. You'll notice there is no loading lever on the left side of the gun like there is on a real one. This is a reproduction from Pieta, of course. But on the early models, though, it was on this side, and it looks like that's what they have done here. A couple other signs of it being an early model. You'll notice this one just has a round trigger guard on the real one, but this video game version has a little hook right down here, and that was on the early versions of this. Also, this little lanyard ring, you can see it's just fixed and solid on this later model, but on the game, it has just a loose one that swivels. And that is also correct for an early model. So far I would say so good on this. Let's just look at these customization options. See, I can change the barrel length. Now that looks a little more like this real one here seems to be in between the two sizes. That's the short size on the game, and then there of course is the long size. And notice, by the way, this just stood out to me. You can see this little shotgun ramrod right here that's in the loading lever. It is present on the video game. I don't know if it'll give us a good look at the other side of the gun. Let's go ahead and change that to the long barrel. What else can we do? Let's see. Styles. Medals. Well, that's the finish, so look at that. We can make it look like a blued steel gun. We'll do the same thing on the cylinder, the frame, the hammer. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. I'm looking down here at the real one. I'll leave the trigger the way it is too. Now it's looking a bit more like this one. Well, I have to say, other than, this is a newer version and the one on the game is one of the very earliest versions, looks pretty good. I would say Rockstar Games, who created Red Dead Redemption 2, really did a good job on this. But why don't we take it out now and we'll find a secluded place to shoot it, see how it shoots, and see how they reload this in a video game. All right, well, I think this is as good an area as any to go ahead and try it out. Hop off the horse here. This game looks realistic. Some people who watch my channel are not into video games, but I'll tell you, you got to try this one if you like the Old West. Get the LeMat out, and let's see how good of a view I can give you. There's aiming it. Let's try a couple of things here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, look at that. There is the loading lever on the right side, complete with the shotgun ramrod. It's got a little longer barrel than the real one. It's even got the engraving work on the top of the barrel. They really nailed this. And you can see here that the percussion caps are on the revolver nipples, but also on the shotgun nipple. This is a very good reproduction. I apologize if my body is blocking some of the view. There, that might be a little bit better. You can see the gun from the back end. Shotgun barrel below, that 20 gauge shotgun, and then 44 on top. And if you look at the hammer there, you can even see on the very top of it that little lever that you can flip up I will say this though, on the earliest LeMats that wasn't there. Instead, you would actually have to just manually pull this bottom part of the hammer down. Now, some of them may have had that, but I know that was not a very early feature, so that could be one mistake, but I think I'll let that slide. I'm very impressed with how realistic they did get this. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and fire this. Obviously, I'm just aiming for nothing. So on the controller, you pull the trigger once to fire, and then again to cock the hammer. So there's fire, cock the hammer. 9 shots. Let's just go through. Let's watch how he reloads. Okay, I'm going to say that's not realistic, loading it that fast. He's loading that faster than I could load a cartridge gun. Now, the only thing I can figure, maybe he's got paper cartridges. Obviously, he's not pouring powder into a chamber and then putting a ball. But even with paper cartridges, it looks like he was putting caps on as he was loading the chamber. Let's fire through them again. And this time, let's watch. Yeah, look, it looks like his thumb is putting on a cap as he's loading in the chambers and then really cranking on that loading lever. So I'm going to say the loading in the game is not realistic, but you know what? Would you want to play a video game where your cap and ball revolver took as long to load as a real one does? I wouldn't, so I'm going to give that a pass. Unrealistic loading, but still fun. Well, I'm sure my body's blocking the screen, but there's a button I can press on the direction pad here and switch to the shotgun. Let's see what that does. No, if you notice, he just flipped the lever up on the hammer. That is realistic. I'm impressed. Let's fire this off. Wow. Hurried and load another one. That was pretty quick. Look at that load. But he is pulling. Watch him closely as he does it. He pulls the little ramrod out the front of the loading lever. Oh, I've got a sick or injured person coming along here. Oh, I scared him off. Yeah, look at that shotgun. This is great. Well, let's change the view again. Now it's small, but oh, now he's going to block the view. Well, let me just say this. It was really interesting. A viewer told me that this revolver was now available in the game as of a somewhat recent update. And having shot the real one that another viewer loaned me, I just had to go back and play this game again and try it out. And I couldn't be more impressed. Again, the loading is a little too quick, but I think it's good for the sake of a video game. And I love that Rockstar has done such a good job with the guns in this game. And I know a lot of people have become interested in real black powder guns and Old West guns of other types because of playing this game. So good on video games in that way for bringing more people into our hobby. I hope you enjoyed this look today at the LeMat on Red Dead Redemption 2, as you've already seen it on the channel in real life, and you will see it again. And don't forget to click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you can get notified of other videos. And look in the description to see where to find me on social media and where you can find great Guns of the West products. Thank you so much for watching.